The Church Hagia Sopfia, Istanbul, Turkey. Exterior. On the way to the church. Hagia Sophia, the Church of the Holy Wisdom, is the greatest architectural feat of the Byzantine era. It was a place of Christian worship for 961 years, and then a Muslim one for 481 more. Since 1934, it has been operating as a museum. To the left of the entrance to the church yawns an excavation pit from a 1935 archaeological dig. The monumental portico from the previous Santa Sofia, built in 415, is visible at the bottom of the dig. Numerous gigantic pieces of the previous Santa Sofia are collected in the courtyard. The church does not have as powerful an impact on the modern visitor as it did when first built. 1400 years takes a certain toll. Still, it was unequaled in terms of interior height until 1436, when the famous Il Duomo appeared in Florence, that is, for 900 years. The current impression produced by the church has much to do with the buttresses built against it in various periods, that is, powerful supporting walls extending outwards from the main structure. Protecting the enormous building from earthquake damage was their main purpose. The earliest of these were apparently built into the church on its western side. They probably date to the 9th through 10th centuries and, unlike the rest, are in the form of arches or bridges. The northern and southern buttresses had the same design initially, but their arches were later filled in. The remaining support walls were built at the behest of Andronikos II Palaiologos in the 14th century. Subsequent Ottoman construction only focused on the church exterior, starting with Mehmed the Conqueror, who added a buttress at the southeastern corner and built the first minaret. The modern entrance to the church is through its western doors, but in the past, at least from the 7th century on, these were opened only for important holidays when Sophia was thronged with worshippers. On ordinary days, visitors came in through the southwest vestibule, where the exit is today. Exonartece. The walls of the exonartece have been stripped of all their marble facing and mosaics down to the bare brick. On the right half of the exonartece is a sarcophagus made of green Thessalian marble, produced in the 6th century, the last resting place of Empress Irene, the wife of John II. Their portraits are waiting for us in the gallery. To its right, attached to the wall, are plaster prints of a religious edict issued by Manuele Comneno in 1166. There were originally 4 rectangular marble tablets measuring 4.12 by 4.62 meters. This is the largest size of any Byzantine inscription known to us. In addition, in the exonartece, there are some pieces of friezes with fragments of inscriptions and a porphyry altar. All these artifacts were brought here from other churches. Narthex. We now enter the narthex, which is a much taller space, as it is lit by windows over the roof of the exonartece, and in a far better state of preservation. If you crane your neck, you can see the gold mosaics decorating the ceiling. This is the original Justinian decor. The entire surface of the church was once completely covered with gold, 4 acres of gold. The only ornamental design that the builders employed were garlands of flowers. They can still be seen today, more frequent and visible in the arches of the window openings. In Justinian's era, figurative art did not play a special role in the decoration of churches. The icons and mural paintings became essential elements only in a later period. Iconoclastic design elements were later superimposed on the originals. It was during that ideology's heyday, the 8th through the beginning of the 9th century, that another type of decoration was added to the narthex, black crosses with drops at the end of the traverse arms. The central doorway. The central doorway leading from the narthex to the nave, or the main hall of the church, was called the imperial door, and no one but the emperors had the right to use it. The meaning of the mosaic above the imperial door continues to be fiercely debated by scholars. Its main figure is Christ sitting upon the throne and holding the Gospels, which are open to the words, "Peace be with you. I am the light of the world." The visitor praying here must have inevitably associated this combination of 2 quotes from the Gospel of John with the shining brilliance of the nave.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?